Can we appreciate that I just laminated my brows? I am getting so much better. You see, consistency is key. You're not gonna learn everything overnight, but practice does make perfect. Yes! I love the way my brows turned out this time around. And you know what else I love? I love receiving new perfume. So while I get my face together for today's video, let me show you some fragrances I received the other day from today's video sponsor, Dossier. Guys, there is nothing like receiving new fragrances, new perfume in the mail. My friends over at Dossier are sponsoring this segment, and they gifted all these fragrances to me. This time around, I'm not being selfish. I actually chose one for my husband. It's been a minute since I've chosen one for him. So I was like, you know what? I get 3 more. Let me choose one for him. And I'm actually really excited because it smells amazing. Dossier makes luxury fragrances accessible to everyone. You get luxury fragrances at fair prices. They're inspired by high-end and luxury brands. Their fragrances are sustainably made and smell just like the inspired fragrance. And with Dossier, you're gonna get the best prices on luxury-inspired fragrances. The packaging is gonna look like this every single time you receive your Dossier fragrances, and you're gonna get the little card with all the details, the notes, and everything. I am going to share the one that I got for him. Now, I love their website because they have for ladies, they have it for men, and then they also have unisex fragrances, and they list them easily for you. The one that I got for Juan is Citrus Ginger. It is inspired by Chanel, Blue de Chanel. This smells absolutely amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've already brought it up to him because I was so nervous. I was like, what if he doesn't like it? He liked it. Oh my God, it smells manly, you know? Top notes are peppermint, lemon, ginger. Middle notes are vetiver, pink pepper, and nutmeg. And then the base notes are sandalwood, incense, and cedarwood. When you think about all these notes together, you're like, yeah, there's no way. In my brain, I don't know what everything smells like individually. This is what I would want for him to wear when we go out for date night. The same way that the last time that I hauled 3 fragrances, he chose one for me and he was like, that's your fragrance. I love it. This is the new one for him. Oh, it just smells like it really does. It smells, ugh. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and link all of these below for you guys. That way you guys don't have to go crazy in the event that you wanna snag them. It's gonna be easy for you to find. Then I snagged for myself Ambery Saffron. This is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. The brand that makes the inspired fragrance is Mason Francis Kirk Dijon. I can't even pronounce it, okay? And that is so freaking expensive. Like, not only can I not pronounce it, I can't afford it. This is one of those fragrances that influencers are always bragging about. Oh, this smells delicious. Let me tell you. Top notes are saffron, orange blossom. Middle notes, jasmine, plum, cedarwood. Base notes are oak moss, fir balsam, and amber. This smells sweet and pretty. Sophisticated, but sweet and pretty. This one is like we're going out as a family. Just picture that. Going out as a family, you know, we're just family time. It's cute, it's pretty, it's light, it's airy, it's sweet. Very wholesome. I'm not gonna spray this one because I wanna spray the next one and I don't wanna mix. I wanna smell like this all freaking day. Aquatic Vanilla. I'm so excited for this one. It is inspired by Juliette Has a Gun Vanilla Vibes. You guys know I've been looking for the perfect vanilla fragrance. I want it to smell like vanilla. I want it to smell like a perfume. I want it to smell light and clean. I don't want to smell like an actual vanilla bean. Sometimes you get a little too woodsy in there. Sometimes it's way too sweet. Sometimes it's way too vanilla. This one, you get a hint of vanilla, but it's sexy. Top notes are marine notes, red fruits, and rose. Middle notes are vanilla, orchid, and coconut. Can you just picture? That's where you get the sweetness out of it. And then the base notes are musks, sandalwood, and benzoin. And this, the concentration is 22%. So when you look at your cards, everything is gonna tell you the concentration of it. I love these. Once you spray it on, it's not coming off until you wash your clothes, okay? These are definitely luxury and will not fade. What I love about Dossier is that you're able to get more bang for your buck. So the more you buy, the bigger the discount. And I actually decided to go onto their site just to see if they had any deals that I could share with you guys. Right now it says add 3 items. You're gonna get free shipping as well as 10% off. But this is also for a limited time, so you guys do not want to sleep on that. Now, if you're interested in any of these, girl, I smell amazing. If you're interested in any of these fragrances, make sure you visit the description box. Check it out. Shop Dossier, you guys. I have an extensive Dossier collection. Thank you so much to Dossier for once again allowing me to try different fragrances and sponsoring the video. I am addicted to Aquatic Vanilla. I think I've officially found my vanilla shade. I freaking love it. Like, I really, really do. Okay, so my face is on. I still have not filled the brow in. That's how good I laminated my brows in this time around. I didn't even have to shape them at all. I literally wiped, hydrated, combed through, and they look like this. I did sculpt the brow a little bit, and then we can commence applying makeup on the eyes. I really wanted to feature Sydney Grace. I actually paid for these products myself. If you didn't see the haul video, it is live. Click up here and you'll see it suggested here on the side. I want to try the taupes and maybe one of their little metallics. In visiting their website, I noticed you'll find really nice bundles, and say that you're like, you know what, I can't afford a full-on palette. They just launched a brand new palette that is stunning. This is my very first time trying the brand, and this is going to be first impressions. But if you visit the website and say you wanted to try something, they have affordable bundles every single month. I got an 8-piece set for like $35. I'm gonna have to grab the pans and show them to you individually. At least this time they're outside of the packaging, because I don't actually have a magnetic pan. I used to have so many, and when I decluttered one day, I was like, I'm not even gonna think about it. I chucked everything, and in chucking everything, I never saved a magnetic pan. But I placed an order off of Amazon and they're on their way. So I'll be able to house these in their very own palette, and maybe I'll just keep buying individuals and create my own palette like I used to. This shade here is called Iced Mocha. This is gonna be the perfect all over the lid shade for like a one and done, or you can use this as the perfect transition shade for your crease, which is what we're going to do today. I'll dip into this, babe. It's so hard to hold it in place without letting it like slip out of my finger. I'm so concerned. These look pretty pigmented, so I'm gonna tap out and I'll begin applying on the crease. You see what I'm saying? You can apply this all over the lid and it'll look really, really pretty. Or you can apply it on the crease because it's cool toned, so it'll add some depth. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this baby all over the crease and kind of blow it out. I appreciate that in terms of this bundle in particular, I haven't seen any other bundles, but this one in particular, they coordinated the shades really well. So even though you have shimmers or like metallics and mattes, with this bundle alone, you can create a series of really pretty looks. I really appreciate you guys and your feedback in yesterday's video saying less light, because less light means you guys can see more, like the true to color and like the white stuff. If I add more light, this is gonna bounce even more. That's why like there's times that I'm like, maybe I can add the light, even though it just makes an ounce of it. It's just such a minuscule difference. I was like, you know what? It's up to you guys. If you want it, I'll put it up. And if you don't care for it, then I can take it out of the weights. We're good. And it's one less light for me to turn on, if I'm honest. So thank you. Then I'm going to use a deeper shade, and this one's called Puppy. I'm gonna use the very same brush. I'll dip into Puppy. I'll do the very same thing and apply Puppy directly on the crease, but I'm gonna keep it on the crease and I'm gonna diffuse it into the crease. I'll go in circular motions out here and then blend inward. If you're wondering what brush I'm using, it is the Ofra Professional Makeup Brush. They're 21, my current fave blending brush. This is great for the crease. This is great to really diffuse and get the most beautiful blend. Look at the difference color building creates. I mean, we just have the one shade here. These two shades are within the very same color family. So just adding a little more color directly on the crease doesn't take away the initial shade that we blended out. It just intensifies it in a specific place, and it allows you to have that really pretty gradients. I'll be the first one to tell you that I love an easy matte taupey eye look. Like this alone would look stunning. Pop on some mascara and or lashes and the eyes are done. But we have other shades to play with that I really want to try. And those two performed so well. So of course we're gonna go deeper. I'm gonna grab a much smaller brush. This is a P. Louise brush. It came in a set. I don't know the name of it. Doesn't really have a name. It actually does. It's a 115. And I'm gonna dip into dark chocolate. We're gonna go in with the very tip of the brush. I'm gonna tap out. But I have no fallout so far, which is absolutely amazing, okay? And then I am going to concentrate dark chocolate out here in the corner. And then I'll go in circular motions, but instead of blending out, I'm gonna blend towards the lid and blend in. This is gonna allow me to control my blend, but how far we go. If I blend out, it's really gonna blow it out, which is why when we initially used this brush, I blended out because I wanted that warmth from the crease to be nice and gradient coming out. I don't wanna get too dark and too smoky with this shade, so I'm gonna blend inward to control how far we go. I really wanna keep it here. I'll grab the same brush, that over brush I was talking about, holding it from like the end of the brush. I'll lightly just kind of blend over this. I want to make sure it's nice and gradient before I go in with a shimmer shade. This one's called Demure. Look at that. That is like a frosted vanilla. It's pretty. I'm gonna dip my brush into that baby, and I'll begin by tapping, just by tapping. That way I have proper control as to where I'm applying it, and that's a lot already. Whatever's left, I will apply on the other side. Very pigmented. I'll go back in with my blending brush. I'll go along the edges. So up here, I'm gonna push back like this, blending backward, and then directly on the lid, I wanna bring some of this darkness into this shimmer, that way we have a proper gradient. So I'll blend inward. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll grab that teeny tiny brush, and whatever's left on it, I will drag under the eye just to add a little bit of depth. I'm gonna apply some eyeliner because I think it'll really complement the look. And I'm using Bare Minerals' Round the Clock 8 p.m. I'll intensify my bottom lashes with Smashbox Super Fan Mascara. And my top lashes with some falsies. You guys, the eyes are giving. And I've got thoughts on Sydney Grace already. But I have to try their liquid lip. I remember it doesn't dry down. Got thoughts on that too. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to use Mudslide by Gerard Cosmetics. It's a brownie shade. And I'll line my lips with it. And then I'll go in with the liquid lip that came as part of the bundle. It is called Leslie. It looks red, but it's like a brownie red. You see what I'm saying? This is the lippy once applied. I do not feel like it goes with the eyes, so I will be changing it up once I've given you full feedback on the eyeshadow as well as the lippy, because this is staying on all day. I'm gonna start off with the liquid lip, that way I can remove it. It's already gotten on my teeth. It's not really gonna dry down. It's gonna stay nice and hydrated, and it's pretty much gonna look like this. Although I've only had it on for like 15 minutes because I've taken breaks in between because, you know, cam. I think the formula is really nice, but not for this shade. This is such a deep shade. If it was like a mauve shade, a pinky shade, something lighter or nude, for me personally, it would work. So I like the formula, but not in this shade, because I feel like it's gonna move around. Like if I were to go and bite into a burger, it's gonna move around on me. And it's just, I like simplicity. And I don't like to have to go in and clean up after eating like any mess that my lipstick has created. I will, however, add, I don't like the little fragrance it has. I can't pinpoint what it is. It's not necessarily sweet. It basically smells like ingredient, I'll say that. The eyeshadow is everything. This formula is so beautiful. The shimmers were shimmering and they were so pigmented. I dipped in once and had to go into the other eye with that very one dip. Did not have to go back in. The mattes are formulated so beautifully. And I'm picky with my eyeshadows. They were pigmented, they blended, I got zero fallout. These are so easy to work with. I have not been this excited over an indie brand in a really, really long time. This is good. This is good. Sydney Grace, you guys did your thing. And honestly, I can't wait to try more of your product. This is a buy I do not regret. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the lippy and wear something that's more for me for today. Y'all already know me, I'm all about that nudie lip, and this is more of a peachy nude, and I'm digging it. It's such a beautiful formula. This is the Jacqueline Cosmetics Absolutely Liquid Lip, and then I'm using my Ofra Chestnut Lip Liner because I love it and it pairs beautifully and it goes so well with the freaking eyes, right? Let me know in the comment section whether or not you've heard of Sydney Grace before, because I've had my eye on them for a little while at this point and I'm glad I dove in. And I hope you guys are ready because I'm gonna have more content like this for you guys. Items that I'm purchasing myself, not just sent to me, and a lot of it is gonna be affordable, drugstore. I mean, you can just go to Walmart, Walgreens, Target, Ulta. Y'all already know. I'm excited. 2024 is that year. I want to thank the channel members, the Cheese Squad, for joining and supporting the channel at a higher level. They have unlocked special perks. YouTube has provided them with a badge next to their name so everyone knows that they are channel members, and their comments are highlighted under every single video. If you're interested in joining the G Squad, all you really need to do is hit the join button below any of my videos or visit the description box. YouTube is recommending a playlist they think you're really gonna be interested in, and so am I. They contain way more beauty content, so I really hope you consider checking them out. All right, you guys, I'll see you really, really soon.